Back in 2023, Tyla's Water made waves. Her jaw-dropping vocals and the viral dance challenge made the track a TikTok sensation. Heck, that song helped her bag a Grammy and put South African pop on the world's music map. But behind the scenes, trouble was quietly stirring up. Two collaborators are claiming that they helped Tyla create the magic, but were pushed out of the spotlight. Is there any truth to their claims? Or are they simply ruining the singer's name? Let's find out.
Tyla has just been sued for her hit song Water, and here is why. Two music producers from California say they were in the studio when Water was created, helping with melody, lyrics, and sound. But when the song dropped, they say their names were left off the production credits.
There's a lot of sausages here. It's like this. Why is there so many sausages? But I think I've tried that.
Water was the song of the summer in 2023, all thanks to the popular number Tyla Water Challenge, inspiring millions of videos and views. It didn't take the track long to snag first place on both R&B and Afrobeat's charts around the world. In fact, by early 2025, Water had over 1.1 billion streams on Spotify and more than 330 million views on YouTube.
Tyla's Water becomes subject of lawsuits over royalties. How many years after that song has, gone viral, the whole world is one of the most most streamed song in the world. Tyla has won numerous awards. With it. It's one of the best, soundtracks.
But now, Tyla's in trouble. A lawsuit was filed against the icon on July 25th, 2025. Two songwriters who worked on Water are now suing the singer and producer Sammy Soso, real name Samuel Awuku, over royalties. Zuka and Lomastro claim to have been part of a recording session that was held in Los Angeles in March 2023, along with four producers, Zuka, Lomastro, Ryan El Hussein Gufar, and Sammy Soso. During the session, Zuka and Lomastro claim to have contributed to several key audio elements, including piano, Rhodes keyboard, bass guitar, electric guitar, sign pad, voice trumpet, and vocal design. And get this, they were used in the final version of Water.
Drama.
And
can we ever see the end of drama in the music industry concerning all of this?
No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm even in the middle of another drama trying to mediate between an artist and record label, and things just go weird.
Court documents state this lawsuit arises from Awuku's improper and unlawful efforts to take sole credit for production of Water and to deprive Zuka and Lomastro of top-line producer credit and royalties to which they are entitled. And Zuka and Lomastro were not session musicians, and their contribution to the song was not done on a work-for-hire basis. Zuka and Lomastro never received or signed any paperwork indicating that they were session musicians for the song, and they never were paid on a work-for-hire basis for the song. Rather, Zuka and Lomastro were full producers. Indeed, Gufa has commented publicly that the song was produced from scratch by me at Ultrasound, at Jack Lomastro and him Awuku. Real producers, no instrumentalists. Everyone was jamming. What's interesting is that these two filed the same lawsuit back in March, but dropped the case on July 24th, 2025. However, they ended up refiling the case the very next day with a new attorney. The question is, are they telling the truth? Well, they're credited as co-composers and co-authors of the song on Spotify, but they aren't acknowledged as producers, which seems to be the entire problem. Court documents state, as per the suit, defendants have acknowledged that plaintiffs are co-composers and co-authors of the composition of the song, but steadfastly refuse to recognize and compensate plaintiffs as top-line producers of the song, and pay plaintiffs all of the royalties to which plaintiffs are entitled from the song. They claim that they were unfairly excluded from proper royalty payments as a nefarious plan made by one of the track's main producers. According to the lawsuit, Awuku intentionally sidelined them by signing a deal with Tyla to take sole credit for the song's production, offering them 10% each while keeping 15% for himself. They claim that this is against standard music industry practices, where each producer normally receives 12.5% of the total 50% publishing pool. To keep things simple, instead of getting 12.5%, Awuku took 15% for himself. 10% was allocated to each Zuka, Le Maestro, and Gufa, and gave 5% to Christopher Allen Tricky Stewart.
Instead of each producer getting 1/4 of 50%, that is 12.5% of the music publishing royalties, which would be customary, Awuku took 15% for himself, allocated 10% to each of Zuka, Le Maestro, and Gofa, and gave 5% to Christopher Allen Tricky Stewart.
The court filing also revealed that the plaintiffs had been trying for months to settle the matter with Awuku. However, he refused to cooperate because the defendants have refused to recognize the plaintiffs' status as top-line producers of the song and have failed to pay the plaintiffs all the royalties owed to them. The plaintiffs have each suffered injury, in fact. Zuka and Le Maestro are saying that being left out has cost them more than just money, their reputations. They even had to face closed doors in the industry, leading to fewer opportunities. Another part of the lawsuit reads, defendants' refusal to credit plaintiffs as top-line producers of the song has resulted in harm to plaintiffs' reputation and careers, and has cost plaintiffs opportunities that otherwise would have been available to them had they been credited as top-line producers of the song. And they're not wrong. The track generated a sum total of $10 million in revenue ever since its release, with earnings exceeding $50 million. That's not a small sum. That kind of money can change lives. So it makes sense why Zuka and Le Maestro are sticking to the cause. But where does Tyla fit into the picture? Well, she and her record have been named as defendants in the lawsuit. However, we'd like to point out that none of the court documents personally accuse her of any wrongdoing. Maybe that's why she hasn't said anything about the situation either. Still, someone's taking jabs at her greatest track. There's no way Tyla's bothered by that. Besides, the lawsuit is big news, which makes sense given the hype surrounding the song. But that's not all. According to insiders, this lawsuit might set a powerful precedent. It's no secret that with an increase in cross-border collaborations and global hits involving teams from different continents, disputes over credits and royalties have become very common. Some think that it might lead to clear and detailed contracts that can protect not just money, but reputations and careers. As of now, the legal battle is ongoing in a California court. Zuka and Le Maestro are pressing forward with determination, hoping to regain what they lost in the first place. The pair has two clear motives. One is being credited as producers on Water, and monetary compensation described as unpaid royalties, standard production fees, and damage to their careers. However, a lot of folks think that the case will be resolved. Some think that the case might be solved through a private settlement because of the reputation of big names like Sony/Epic Records. I mean, who wants to have a damaged reputation? Others think that the entire matter might end up setting a game-changing precedent. It might reshape how production credits and royalties are assigned. Some fans think that some producers pull these tactics on purpose so they can make more money.
When people find opportunities, because at that point you could have negotiated and said, I'm not taking this. If you know that you're entitled to 15%, why did you settle for 10% at that point?
That said, not everyone thinks Tyla's innocent in all of this. One person wrote, I think they should just stop with this girl from South Africa who was making music and blew up thanks to the internet cosplay. Pretending that the opportunities that have come her way are a natural evolution of her virality and not her team and management negotiating for her is why people call her an industry plant. Do you think Tyla's at fault here as well? Is she going to address the lawsuit at some point? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Until next time.